Lover squirrel.
Ooh, it's getting tense.
We're going camping. It's getting intense.
It took me a minute to figure out what the hell you meant by that.
I got it. I appreciate the dad jokes.
I moved a shark this week, so I'm
Ooh.
bad.
Oh, look at you.
And you
Yeah.
learn nothing from.
Sharks.
wrestling them underwater, getting them into a bag, and moving them.
Most sharks are little guys.
Are these like little sharks?
It was not a little guy.
Oh, it was a little guy.
It was not a little
Also,
guy.
I feel the need to justify wet versus dry audio. That's like a thing. It's a term. Wet means like reverb, like you post process, and dry is yeah. Wet versus dry audio. I just like I know that it sounded goofy when I said it, but
I mean, is there a moist
I know
audio?
what you mean, but I
There's no
also
voice
think it's
audio.
very funny.
Yeah.
it's a setting on Audacity that you can set.
Hmm.
Yeah, we're meeting some lover squirrel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why don't? Who wants to remind us what's going on here?
Yeah,
I can remind us what is going. Well, I did last week. Does anyone else want to do it?
I'll give it a shot.
Okay, go.
This week, the past 24 hours have been so frustrating. We are investigating the savings and loans. There is these spiders in the vaults. They leave. Cool, great. And then this creature shows up that wants to kill us for no reason whatsoever. Does not understand what we're saying. Wouldn't understand it. It has 4 fucking arms with swords and things going crazy. So we kill it. We'll try to knock it out. Kill it. The proprietor decides to come in and kill it after it lays eggs in my body. Oops, I'm a mother, maybe, but don't worry, that's fixed because the next place we go, the money changers. Boy, howdy, do those wasps fucking attack us too? It's as if it's our no good, very bad day. Orpington went here is like, oh, there are some pranks going on, don't worry. And then fucking wasps. Deal with them though, don't worry. He does not give a shit that we've done all of this for him. It's fine, one of the words. He gives us no information on if he could possibly be this target, or perhaps they're all the targets secretly, and whoever's planning this giant bank heist is going to attack all of these banks at once. We have no fucking idea. We've got no clues. We are acting as helpers to solve these petty problems and finding no information on what this bigger heist may be. And now we're at this tannery where 2 people who used to be in a relationship, who used to fuck, decided that, oh, we don't like each other anymore, and now we're really upset because one of us might have set fire to the other's floats. Heaven forbid 2 people get along as exes in this entire fucking city.
I love the Auntie being judgmental of other people's relationships.
Love that idea. Look, there's
God,
only room for one messy bitch in my life,
Yeah,
and it's me.
and it's me.
I hope y'all
The
are
role's
just
taken.
laughter in the background. But that's the recap from last week.
Okay, everybody get that? Because I sure didn't.
Yeah.
No, I just get
It was this
Damn.
like random florist who I think has a thing for the woman, but is like, hey, y'all should fucking chill.
Yeah, so you guys are outside the city walls in the satellite town of Copperhead. I think it was called Copper. Wait, what the hell? Copperhead, right?
Nope.
Coppertown.
Sure. Copperhead definitely doesn't sound right.
Shoreline. Sorry, Copperhead.
There it is.
Copperwood. It's Copperwood. I'm thinking of on the other side of the city.
Copperwood is where
That was a close
I
one.
live.
Yeah. Oh,
Right.
and yes, reminder that we need XP for the bees and everything for it.
Yeah.
Because if it was
Bees?
Copperhead, I would have immediately been on Saturday. We took a trip to Copperhead.
Yeah, let me
I've gotta
let
go
me get us caught up before it gets to the point where I can't. It's more for since when you arrive at Orvington's Money Changers. That's really when, right? Because you get any XP from that point on, which is where the
Yeah.
bees were.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. From
Because there's
yeah.
potential for XP.
Yeah,
without
yeah. If
having
we
to
did
kill
something
things.
outside combat, yes. So starting at Orvington's.
Right. Okay. Let's see. Worthington. Okay. Okay. Yeah, nothing. You did not hit the bonus for that one. But you do get the XP for the kill and then the bees. Which
what's the bonus?
is I'm not telling you. At least
Oh.
not right now. Maybe later. Maybe you could still get it. Who knows? Okay, so that the bees were a moderate encounter. So those are the kind of standard encounters, which felt about right. It was threatening, but
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
life threatening.
None of
The
us want
encounter
that.
balance is really tight in Pathfinder. It's just so nice.
And 2E.
Yes, 2E. So that earns you all 80 experience points. 80 for the bees.
The bees. So
20 for those of us
720.
keeping track at home.
Yeah.
720.
What? Oh, right. Yes.
700.
Right. You all
We're
get
close.
you all
Yeah.
get 40. You all get 20 each from that. Right? No, wait.
No.
No, 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 no.
Okay.
You just earned a straight 80. What am I saying?
I was gonna say that is different than how we've been doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna need to redo a lot of
No,
math
everybody gets
real
it.
quick.
No, sorry, we're level 2 still.
Yeah, oops.
I really like how it's not like each level goes up the amount, but it's like 1,000 depending on just like how strong the encounter is. I like it.
Yeah, because like they've always designed it in this way, right? Like they've always designed it such that the encounter's XP is malleable based on how difficult it is compared to average party level, but it's always been weird. And they finally just like, actually, let's make it not weird.
I like simple math.
Yeah.
Not everything has to be big numbers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then from Orvington, you went out to Shoreline, right?
To Jalel's Tannery. Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool. So now we're caught up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here you
There we met
are.
Her ex-boyfriend Elf,
XP for our
Mara,
social work.
and Yusene.
Okay, so yes, you've got the situation as it stands right now. Is I think you've separated the two former lovers
And the new boyfriend.
and the new
husband.
the husbando.
The florist.
That man is messy. The float maker is messy. Elena, I also want to say Elena called her shot. If it turns out being true.
Oh yeah.
Yes, you did make a prediction that
I like that theory
very
a lot.
Same float would
Show
make
up
us see.
suspiciously unburned.
Uh-huh.
It was a float designed to show Aradin lifting the Starstone up from
Oh.
the depths of the ocean.
Are we still there talking to them?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think we've only taken the statements and we haven't all gone in to take a look at them worked out.
Yeah.
If I recall correctly,
Yeah, I would like to see if he has some like concept drawings, like his plans or something. We should take a look at those.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. Ask him for the plans to the float.
Yeah, so have a better idea of what it looks like.
Yep.
Okay.
And also, yeah, we can see if there was something weird about the float, but I don't think that's as likely. But yeah. If it turns out that they are going to put in a doppelganger float, then we'd have.
It would make sense
Mhm.
for there to be some kind of.
Okay, so you ask him about that then?
Yes. Do you perhaps still have your plans or any sort of sketches you made before beginning on the float?
Sketches, plans. What does that matter? It's burnt down. I want you to arrest that woman. She's the one who did this. I know it. I saw her at the scene of the crime.
So, would you like us to assist you or not?
How's
I
the
am going.
bloody plan's gonna help you solve this crime? It's burnt
Well-
down. What good is that going to do?
Because it is burned down, we
He
can't
farts.
see it now. Or she does. We can't see it now. Having an idea of what it looked like before perhaps might help us discover a motive or
Means.
means. Yes. Perhaps some, you know,
Okay.
I hate to say
so,
weak point, but method that the
I also-
artist used.
Okay.
I also imagine that you, Savara, would have thought of this, but like,
Yeah.
you know, is it a flammable float normally? Like, would
Right,
they have had to try
exactly,
really
yeah,
hard to
yeah,
burn
like-
it down?
Yeah. Yes, a list of what materials it was made of. Those types of things could help us greatly in our search. Can I like roll a diplomacy to try to make him stop being a dick?
Make a request. Can you
Yeah.
chill?
Well, there's
My
a few
request
things
is
here, which I was
chill.
going to actually about to go into.
Okay.
Is that let's kind of look behind, the curtain at encounters like these, right?
Mhm.
Where the person you're dealing with is unfriendly,
Yes.
right? There's that scale: hostile, unfriendly,
Right.
indifferent, friendly, then helpful.
So yes, so I would like to make an impression to try to
Right. So, because what
him
you're
up.
doing right now is sort of making a request of,
Okay.
of an unfriendly person,
Sir.
which would be harder to do.
All right, well let me try to butter him up for a second.
Right. Exactly. That's where I'm leading in. Like, there's
yeah.
like a,
Well, that's where I was
order.
going. I just what I
Mhm.
was saying is, do I need to do more to get to that point? Okay. Sir, we are very sorry. Sorry about your loss. We understand that this is very troubling, and I promise that we want nothing more than to figure out what happened here. You very clearly are proud of your work, and you seem to have done a beautiful job. From the way you describe it, it sounds magnificent, and I'm very sad that we don't have the opportunity to see it anymore. It's a terrible loss. Though, yeah. So, I understand that you are eager for justice, and we also want to find out what happened. But if you would please give us a little bit of faith here that we are working to help you, and we will do our best. How's that?
I like it.
Buena suerte.
Okay. Give yourself a +1 on this. We'll add it in after the roll.
Okay. All right. Okay.
That's a pretty good roll.
23.
23. All right. He literally calms down. Like he's like actually listening to you now.
Okay.
Give him a little soothing.
Yeah.
Your voice kind of soothes him out, and very well, friend.
Even though we can't see it,
Breathe
if you
heavy.
do have some plans or sketches, you could show those to us, and then at least we could understand how beautiful it was.
Let's memorialize it. Memorialize the float with the float. Let's make
Yeah.
a float for the float. Yeah.
maybe at this
So also looking a little deeper at the make an impression skill action. Let's read it.
Yeah.
We haven't
I'm
really
pulling
spent any time on the way social encounters,
Turn we now in our hymnal.
flow in Pathfinder 2, which I really like. It's a very
The Book of Nethys, chapter 7, verse 12.
yeah. So with at least 1 minute of conversation, you engage in charismatic overtures, flattery, and other acts of goodwill. You seek to make a good impression on someone to make them temporarily agreeable. And then at the end of this conversation of 1 minute, this is why you can't do this kind of stuff in combat.
Right.
Pause.
Diplomacy check against their will.
I like that. This is new. So now they got, thank God, because there was this feat that lets you do this to groups of people. And it's like, okay. So now you can just take a -2 and hit 5 targets with it. Holy shit,
Yeah,
that's
that's
cool.
cool.
That's easy.
Because that was a feat. That was like
Yes.
some skill feat. I forget.
There
what
may
it's
still
called.
be a feat to do it without
I
taking
think
a
it's
negative.
Hobnobber. I think it was Hobnobber.
Hobnobber decreases the amount of
Is that-
time it takes you to gather
Right.
information.
So
I think
blah
I
blah
actually have
blah.
that.
Penalties or bonuses.
Well,
See, like if he was still, like there was a. Yeah, anyway, an impression you make lasts only for the current social interaction. Blah blah blah.
Unless
Okay.
the GM decides otherwise.
Changing attitudes. Yeah.
It's called
Okay.
group impression. Literally,
Mhm.
it's just called group impression.
Yeah. Okay. Is that a remaster ability though too?
It's been remastered. It base is 10, no penalty. Then as your proficiency increases, it goes up to 100 if you're legendary.
Oh wow, cool.
100. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, we know what
You
Marcus
can
Aurelius
sway a
was on.
crowd, yeah.
Yeah. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears.
That's one of those feat trees that like starts out kind of meh, but then it's
History.
really fucking cool.
Yeah, I mean, like, and the opportunity cost of it being a single feat and then just increase your proficiency, like, that's not too bad, especially
Yeah.
for like an investigator who gets 10 billion skill feats.
Right. Yeah, I might have to look into that. Look at
Um.
my oration.
So, does it say? Oh no, it doesn't say here that you can continue talking now. That's interesting.
I'm done.
Like it used to be where you could continue going for another and keep going. I guess there's nothing saying you can't do it. You can't just keep
Yeah,
doing
yeah, I could just keep talking for
Yeah.
another minute and
Yeah.
roll again, I guess.
it. Yeah. All right.
So, okay, yeah, so in order to request, they have to be either friendly or helpful. So you're saying
Right.
he's now at indifferent?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's like, I still don't understand what you're trying to do here. She's right there. You have all the evidence you need. I assure you. You should be asking around. To the other point, he points around at the other kind of tanneries and fish gutting businesses in the area.
could Huntys so I was investigating.
Yes, you were in the room. You were in the barn
Mhm.
or the whatever. The edifice that he was. Where it happened.
Workshop, yeah.
After that, I was gonna say maybe she's already starting to talk to this, but once you finish your conversation.
Yeah, well, and I was gonna say, if we feel like this, we need to keep, I'm happy to keep trying to butter him up a little bit more and bump it up if we think that's necessary, or if somebody else wants to take a role or whatever. But I don't know, other than him just being annoying, I don't know that it would...
And where is everybody else right now? Okay, I know where Conti is. I know where Savara is. What about the rest?
So, Savara's talking to one, I was talking to the other. So if Savara's
Right.
talking to the guy, then I was talking to the lady and getting a statement. And I think Wen was talking to the
Yeah.
husband and getting a
Oh,
statement.
originally I was talking to the lady and you were talking to the guy, but
El
But,
Samara is the ex-lover woman.
Elismora, yeah.
And
And I
you
think we
said-
asked her to
Stick around, right?
not go
Yeah.
too far. She said she was gonna hang out in the
Okay,
tavern nearby.
Then in that case, if I handed off the man to you, I will head in and help Conti look around. I will make sure my exploration activity matches that. Give me just a second.
Yeah,
Okay.
so maybe part of what I'm doing is just keeping him busy
And,
while y'all poke around.
well, he
Yeah,
wants you
are.
to poke around. He wants you to.
You know,
Oh, well,
collect
it
the
sounds like he's
evidence.
trying to get us to leave and go talk to other people.
Well, he wants you to just arrest her.
He
But
wants
he-
you to do
Oh,
something.
well, yeah.
Just do something.
Collect evidence.
He wants us to do what he wants us to do.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You want to do
Uh,
the right thing, and he doesn't want us to right this.
Right.
Sir, if I'm trying to piece together what happened, would investigate be better than search?
Investigate would give you.
Kind of depends on what you're trying to
Okay, let me-
to uncover.
If I can pick one or the other right now, I think my first goal is to see if there's anything weird that stands out. So I'm gonna do a
Right.
search.
Yeah,
I'm
one
gonna do a
basically
search
can
for
lead to
something.
the other. Yeah.
Yeah. If there's something weird that happens,
Right.
I'll probably investigate. If there's not, I do have an idea for something I'd like to investigate, but like we'll get there when we get there. This is my exploration activity for now. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So, you're not able to notice
Wah, wah.
anything special out of all the burnt wreckage that remains. Shell of a flute.
which
you know.
is where Conti was at. Like, she's like, there's nothing here left.
Okay, then nothing special that shows up.
No.
Then okay, here's my next question. Is it like what would it be to find like the ignition point, you know? Or like how the
Ignition
fire
point?
started?
Right.
Like you know what I mean? Like what would it like could there be an open window? I don't know what it would be. Would that still be search? Would that be part of the thing that I just searched? Because if so, that's fine. That's
Mhm.
just the next idea I had, failing to find anything unique.
Yeah. Well, let's see here. I'll just read. You know, I'll give you a description of what we're kind of looking at here. There. The tannery perimeter doesn't really show much. The alleys that are on each side have regular foot traffic, muddy footprints. You know, there was a fire here, so lots of people, you know, came to help put it out. So you're also looking at a scene that's been
Trampled.
trampled and soaked,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a back door to the tannery that is open. But I mean, it's killing me right now because
The person who
I'll-
would see odd things is
I
up
would
front.
tell you if I could.
Well, yeah. So I was gonna say, like, I got the impression that he was preventing us from going in there, and we were having to sneak around behind his
No,
back.
you
but if
just
want-
asked him for a thing of
Okay.
the float, and he got annoyed because he's like, "How the fuck is that going to help you arrest her, knowing what it used to look like?" You know, that's
Okay.
why he's upset,
Gotcha.
and he's
cool.
also upset that his float burnt down. you know.
Yeah. He's
But
also just kind of a dick.
He's not actively
Okay.
preventing you from investigating.
All right. Well, then, I would like to go in there and look around as well, because
Yeah. I'm gonna go outside and intercept. Well, I'll trade places with
Okay.
Savara.
tag out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll literally just Savara. I can't make heads or tails of that. Can you go and take a look?
Of course.
I'm so sorry.
The gentleman was just telling us about the materials he used in the construction of his float, right, sir?
Well, that would be
Why
very
does it
useful to know.
matter? he just lost them now. He's back down to unfriendly.
Oh, did he really?
No.
Oh, God. Oh, sir, that would be very helpful. We have a larger investigation going on, and I'm sure that you know, while the loss of your float is tragic, it would be good for, you know, publicity to know that you are tied to the solution
Okay.
of it.
I haven't heard anything from Randy. What's going
Yeah, I
on?
was gonna say, what's Wynn doing? We caught you with your mouth full.
Oh, you're
You're muted.
muted, my dear.
Have you been muted? He's muted.
When?
You have
That's
been
why
muted
we
this
haven't
whole
heard anything
time.
from you.
Or something. I don't know if you're muted or your
Now,
mic is.
now.
Yes.
Yes.
We can hear you now.
I don't think I've heard you say a single freaking thing since we
I
started.
did early on before we started playing.
Witchcraft, it is.
So, my plan was to talk to the husband and basically figure out if there are any other suspects. So I'm trying to like.
Right. Yeah. I think you were kind of asking him all that already. About any enemies, and he was like, "No, I don't know anybody."
If he doesn't have anything else to say, then I might.
Just his
actually
wife
go.
was a jealous, who's a little bit jealous and really hasn't gotten over it, according to him. But then now that he's looking at her, he's like, well, I think, my husband may have been exaggerating it.
I, the player. Can
He
think of a
shrugs and he's
question.
like, I'm really sorry for how he's behaving. He's been working on this flute for months now.
Don't worry too much about it. I mean, we run into people.
Why would someone want to just burn this one? Like, what? I truly hope you're able to figure this out.
Yeah, we will do our best. So,
Hello, and she's Elsa Mara's way. She's like, I'd like to get going now.
Oh, we told her to fuck off. She
Okay.
said she was going to the pub.
Yeah.
She was going to the pub down the road, and then we'd get
Okay.
her if we needed her.
All right,
yeah,
cool,
we're gonna
that's
get her before we leave. Yeah.
All right. So she leaves.
I
I can't believe you let her walk away like that.
What else did you expect?
She should be in shackles. Send her to the brine.
You're inside the.
Elena, hold me back. Hold me back.
You're inside the house.
Yeah. We did separate them for separate.
I mean, the
conversations.
guy, like this is his art.
Yeah. So
Pissed off. I love the elves of Pathfinder, by the way. They are so freaky. They're literally aliens. Like their pupilless eyes.
They are literally aliens. As a matter of
Yeah,
fact. Anyways,
it's great.
Excuse me, sir. You want the perpetrator of this event to be caught, correct?
Of course I do. That's what I filed the
You
complaint
want-
for.
Hold on.
I'll
And
get all
you
riled
want-
up again.
And you want that person sent to jail at the very least, correct?
That's right. Put her in the brine.
We need to gather evidence so that we can do that. All right, that's all we're trying to do, and we understand, like, that you do not understand what we're doing, and I'm sorry that that's frustrating to you. But think about if I tried to make a float, right? I would be very confused too. So just stay calm, and we will help you.
We get that you're an idiot bitch, and that is a skill issue. But if you relax,
Okay, so now you're going to interact with him, so you can give me a make an impression.
I, the player, have an idea that Elena would probably mention to Wen or whoever because she trusts them to do better at this. If we can ask him, I would love to know if there's anybody else he worked with.
Oh,
Does he have
interesting.
helpers? Does he have helpers or employees or anything like that?
Ooh. Okay, not a fail, not a critical fail. By the way, Savara, you got a critical success on that.
Oh.
Oh, so it
Well,
was two. It was two then.
so it went up too.
So he did
should
go
be
up.
Friendly.
He
Okay.
went up to friendly. Yes. So
Okay.
he's friendly to you, but he's to
Okay.
you. Those are our individual cases. But, yeah.
Well then, okay. Right.
So, anyway, you guys are. So, sorry. Where were we now? Are we? Did Gwendolyn? Okay, so Gwendolyn, you talk, and he's just like, I don't know, it's just I want to talk to her again. Let me talk to your supervisor.
That would be me. I don't think he wants to talk to me. For your
Crosses
sake,
his
we'll
arms.
avoid talking any further.
All right. Go on. I don't want to interrupt. Just do whatever you're doing.
I have a question about employees. Do you work with anyone?
No, it's just me. The sole tanner here.
Do you typically work with like a window or a door open? Can people see your work from the street?
Yeah, my tannery's open to all. Get visitors here and there. People, trappers and other folk from the woods.
Yeah, I think where you're angling is who else knew you were building this float, which I think is an important question, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
the whole neighborhood knew.
Mm-hmm.
We were all excited about it.
Yeah, that is where I was angling too, but as soon as you like, I worked alone and my door
Right.
was open, then it's like, well, it could be anybody then.
Could be anyone, yeah.
Okay, so
All right, but I'm relinquishing my time. I've taken enough, and Savara's going inside. I'd love to know more about what's going on in
okay.
there.
But two, is there anything odd in here when I?
So you pop your head in, you catch the stench, the smell of.
Yeah. And here's my perception looking around.
It's a nasty burnt smell, and it's wet, and your eyes start hyper focusing on things. Just soaking it all in subjectively,
Psychological recovery, 6 months.
and just absorbing the scene. Numbers start to flash, equations.
Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah.
But then your eyes kind of do a double take back to the rear entrance. There's something odd about it. Looking closer at it, since you've rolled your perception. You see that the rear door was actually smashed with exceptional force.
From the outside.
Exceptional force, like something, whatever hit it really, really hard.
It's the Graveraker.
Less crowbar, more breaching charge.
Mini Gravebreaker. It's been miniaturized.
Okay, but yeah, more of a battering ram kind of thing.
And you also reach up and you touch something that looks odd along the door frame, and looks like a smudge of paint, fresh paint, like a creamish color.
Huh.
It looks like paint, or she identifies it as paint.
It's some sort of paint or paste or.
Okay, and it's just in that one spot.
Yeah, you can give me an investigation on that substance.
A perception or
recall knowledge. Sorry.
Craft? Yeah. Oh, okay. Just all right.
Yeah. Ooh, they changed the way it looks. Okay. That's nice. It's your yeah. Okay. So interestingly enough, you recognize the paint as grease paint that is typically worn as part of makeup.
Yeah. Well, we just had some a couple days ago.
Like clown makeup.
Mm-hmm. I would like to take out a little vial or something and scrape any of that I can into a container.
Okay.
Take with me.
Did we go over any other facts about the float?
No.
I don't think so.
It was a swan with Eridan holding the
Okay.
starstone or something like
Yeah.
that. I think that's all we know.
Okay. Okay. I gotta look it up. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay. So you also notice something else odd.
So many odd things.
I'm not sure this is legal, but
Is it legal?
I'll allow
I
it.
think it's only when you first enter the room, one detail. But
I can go out and come back in.
I swear I thought we talked about this. That's why I'm kind of just throwing it in there. I think because as a reminder, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Maybe not. That the burnt husk of the frame, there is something odd about it.
Okay.
So Conti and Elena are in there right now. Is there something going to roll to investigate?
No, Elena is not inside there. Elena is not in there.
Don't you take away her agency?
Sorry.
Conti and Savara are in there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
two of you guys in this
I am
cold room.
searching.
Cold, wet,
Yeah.
stinky.
Yeah. Other
room.
people might be seeing some of these things. That's helping me.
I feel like Conti's kind of like nudging pieces of the float on the ground with like her foot. Waste of time. I was like mumbling under her breath.
And Savara's just like super focused, looking around and like collecting samples and.
So, that's what I just told you.
Oh.
I mean, I just gave you information. I don't know what you're gonna do.
There's something
there's
odd
something
about
here?
the float train.
Oh, the
Yes.
capital
Wait,
O. Okay.
Where did you put it?
No.
Oh, okay.
I told you that you
Oh,
noticed
gotcha.
there's something odd about.
Okay. So, well, so then I would like to examine that more closely. In fact, I think she would maybe kind of like whack Conti in the arm and be like, "Look,
Don't you have an ability to boost somebody's recall knowledge?
yes, I sure do. Da.
'Cause that's exactly what this kind of
Yeah.
situation calls for.
It's gotten to the point where I'd have to look through all the feats because I don't remember what they're
I'll
all
tell
called.
you what it is. I know it's.
Okay.
It's,
Don't worry, serves. Gotcha.
Oh, you want Conti's recall knowledge? Gladiator lore?
let me pull up your stuff here.
No, that's okay. That one is in combat. That one is in combat.
Actually, I don't see it. Where is it?
Yeah, I
know
do
there's-
have.
I know there's one.
Clue in. That's
That's
what
Yes.
it's not a feat. It's an action. And
it's listed under on the case.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Once per 10 minutes. Yeah. Oh my god,
Yeah.
it's the same. It's exactly. The trigger is another
Yep.
creature attempts to check to investigate a lead you're pursuing.
Uh-huh.
Conti's
Is this
like,
a-
I'm a creature.
Yeah. Well, and I was gonna say I had not officially said that this was a lead, but yeah, like, we're gonna say that the
Well, this is all part
Should
of.
be your lead.
yeah, it absolutely. I'm
all
trying to
part
decide
of
what
the thing.
part of it.
Yeah.
But
Right now
yeah,
you have
like
3 leads.
the float.
Right?
We're gonna say. Well, I can only have 2.
Was it only 2? I thought it was 3, and then remaster changed to 2. No. Okay, it's always 2.
No. We're gonna say that the float is my lead.
Right.
Because all of this is stuff is sort of tied to that, and that is why we're here. So
And
yes,
your
so
current bonus is +1 still, or is it? It's two
they gain
now.
a circumstance bonus to their check equal to your circumstance bonus to checks investigating. Yes, I currently have a +1 to pursue a lead from pursue a
I
lead.
think it's like a level until like level 11 that you get.
Yeah, something like that. Where is the? There it is. Yeah, everything is nested.
Okay.
Yes, it's currently +1 now.
Okay. So once per 10 minutes, and look, there's even an effect there. Hold on. I'll
Oh wait, yeah, I can use clue in.
yeah, there's an effect that you can actually apply. Whoops, that you can apply
Oh,
off
Yeah,
of that.
yeah, I think you have to do it. Yeah.
You have to drag it. Oh wait, there's the effect.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
fun.
Should I do that on the comp page?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, cause
Nice.
yeah, cause she's asking for help figuring this out.
Let's put that.
I
You have it.
don't
Nice.
have a token. Oh no, yeah, you.
And then would this be a perception check or crafting or?
This would
Like-
be an investigation check. So
Well, that's
Recall knowledge.
it would be a recall.
oh, just a recall knowledge. Okay.
Yeah, that's how we did it.
What are we feeling for the recall knowledge?
Well, just
I don't
hit the
think you need
macro.
to feel anything.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, you just hit the macro.
Yeah. Siege there?
Okay, your bonus is not on this check. I don't think
pushed
you
the
can
button.
see it when you roll it, right? You can't make adjustments to it.
No, I can't.
Okay,
When I add it, wait,
so I just
me or
added one.
Savara?
Basically.
To me or Savara?
I rolled it too, but
I added the clue in, and it changed all my numbers in my character sheet, so I assume when I hit recall knowledge, it was included.
it should be.
I didn't see your recall knowledge. Did you?
Me?
No, I didn't see it.
Look it again.
Nope. Are you using the macro?
It says think. Did
Oh.
no one else just either think? Got
Gotta
it?
use the macro.
Yeah, I have it.
Sir, I did not have the investigating a designated subject box checked, so add one. to
That would have
I rolled.
actually
Yep.
that would have increased it. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. What is going? You and this macro are gonna kill me. I swear to God.
I have the macro. I don't know why it's not working. Recall underscore knowledge. It's worked before. I don't know what changed. I'm
If-
so sorry.
If you haven't used it in a
Just-
while, delete it and get it again.
Sometimes you have
'cause
to refresh it if it's not working
when the
right.
system
just
updates, you have to replace it.
Okay, this macro will be
Here.
deleted.
Boom.
Okay.
Take it.
What's that?
All right.
Oh no, let's go with this list. Knowledge. Bam. Did that work?
No, did you have your token selected?
Yes, it is selected. I don't know why. My token selected. I'm clicking it.
Let me see here. I'm gonna do it right now.
I don't know.
Yep,
That's the
totally
deal. I'm so
works for
sorry.
me. I don't know what it is. Then it's like.
I see it. I have it on my quick bar. I have the.
Did you drag it
action
from? Did you
macro
drag
up,
it from the chat that I put in there? Is that the one
Yes.
that you have?
And it shows me the list of everything and encounter expiration
Uh-huh.
downtime.
Uh-huh.
I'm clicking recall knowledge. Nothing's happening.
Bizarre. Okay, because I just
clicked
totally
through
did
them.
it. I just totally did it. Okay, so I guess we'll have to just have to
I'm
roll.
sorry.
No, it's fine. It's weird, you know. Okay.
It also doesn't seem to be doing anything for me. I don't know if it's
Really?
showing up on your. Well, yeah, I'm hitting recall knowledge, but usually it says Elena
Mhm.
tries to recall it. They've
You-
heard about
Yes.
something.
Do you have your token selected when you do it?
Yes. It has the
Do I need to
little
be
yellow box
targeting
around
myself?
it.
Yeah.
It's just weird. Okay.
Oh wait,
right.
hold on.
Targeting didn't change anything.
Okay. Nope. Yep. Nope. No clue.
Okay. So Svara. Sorry, I'm looking here, cross-referencing your. Oh, that's that was the counting. I mean, okay. Okay. Unfortunately, neither of you are able to piece anything together from that.
Tag out
What are you
again.
talking about?
You try,
there's nothing here.
Conti trips the frame and destroys any evidence.
Can
But,
I re-roll with a hero point?
No, if it's a hidden check, you can't.
Okay,
yeah,
I wasn't sure.
yeah, hidden checks you can't. Generally, I think exploration checks you can't either.
Yeah.
Well, if the GM was cool enough.
Oh my god.
Girl.
I'm sorry, but I have a hard time like applying a heroic moment
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
a stare down
No,
of
you're
a
good.
scene, you know.
Yeah.
Get over some
yeah.
rubble, yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's just like, there's just something not quite right, but I'm not sure what it is. We should ask the others to come look.
It's
Alright.
forget it. It's a waste of time. There's nothing
Gather
here.
around, everyone.
I'll come in upon request, and I'll even let the guy. Are you gonna clue me in, Sarah?
Yeah, if we're gonna take another 10 minutes, sure, yeah.
I'll try it.
We should
Plus
move
one
on
on
to Draxia's cheap loans. There's nothing else here. This is a personal matter. Does not affect our situation at all.
That's a +1.
Right. So esoteric lore lets you make those checks.
Yeah, it'll just be
Diverse
-2.
lore. Diverse lore allows me to make
Yeah.
any check, any recall knowledge check,
Right.
at a -2.
Okay.
It just so happens that my charisma is 4 higher than my intelligence.
Okay. So with that, Elena is able to
Foam in here.
piece bits together, maybe through some random engineering knowledge that she
Yeah,
may
then I
have
can-
picked up.
I can tell you how when I learn what it is.
That the float is just burnt. It's burnt down and destroyed, right? And you can see that the framework is still there and everything, but maybe like Gillo, hands you the schematics of it, and you start to piece it together, and you see that the float is missing like several components are just not accounted for.
Damn.
Interesting.
Conti will never say that Yelena was right, but maybe Yelena was right. In her
Yeah,
hunch.
if I'm just like missing parts of the float, I think that the way that it manifests is fairly straightforward. It's literally just I get bad vibes from it. Like, this feels wrong. Like I'm looking at like a person missing. Like you ever look at someone and they're like missing features?
What
Just
feels
me.
wrong? You hear
There's
behind you.
two
It's Gilel is now is there and there
Don't
with you
you like-
guys.
It's like the Tian thing, the feng shui. No, maybe just me.
Do
huh?
we need to get you home?
Girl, I swear to God, I will test me. But no, there's pieces missing, right? Like this doesn't look like a whole like beast. It's not a beast. I understand. Please. work
Pieces
with me
missing.
here.
What do you mean pieces missing?
And I'll point out all the different places that like look and feel off to me.
Okay, and he
There's not enough ash for what.
it takes a few moments to absorb the details of what you're trying to tell him, and he's looking at the wreckage. It's like, you're right. It was the apparatus that I used to make it look like Arrowden was coming up out of the ocean. Why would someone want to steal that?
Well, I mean, like depending on the specifications, there could be a lot of illicit uses for it. Perhaps maybe someone saw it and thought that they could use it for a different thing. What did it do? Like it was just like a hydraulic lift or something?
Yes, just a spring-loaded lift.
What was it?
Yes.
What was it like? How much weight was it rated for?
How much weight was it rated for? I don't know. He tells you, like, 45 pounds, I guess. Just, I don't know. I mean, I had some trouble with, working out some of the kinks. I had to tune it down a little bit. It was providing
Was
too
your
much thrust.
Aridin? Was your Aridin meant to be a person dressed as Aridin, or was it just a
No,
figure
it was
that you
part of the
constructed?
float. He was
Okay.
part of the float. Well,
So it seems that perhaps someone burned it simply to cover up their crime. They wanted the mechanism, stole it, and then burned the rest so that you wouldn't realize it was missing.
so then it probably wasn't Elsamara.
Probably not. Full honesty.
Well, who would do such a thing? Why would they need this part?
Well, if you would like to know, we are under the distinct impression that your particular, shall we say, your particular float was targeted by we're tracking some people who are trying to plan something relatively nefarious. And initially we were not super concerned about the float necessarily, but there's something about the parade and the floats that made us want to follow this lead. So that's my best guess currently. Somebody in the street saw you working on this, realized that you had something that they wanted for something else, and they took it. And I think it's tied to what we're investigating as well.
Curiosity, did you design the lift, or did you have someone else design it?
It was, I just purchased it from a, somewhere in Absalom. Clockwork.
Could this be used in an attempt on a robbery of a bank?
The hell are
This
you
lift.
talking about? No, I don't think it's powerful enough to lift the bank up so you can scoop out
But
all the
no,
coins
I-
inside. Who is this person here? Is this person
Sir,
qualified
do you
to be
have,
here?
excuse me, sir, do you have the receipts, any records of transactions when you purchased the mechanism? Or at the very least, could you tell us the
Receipts?
name of where you purchased it?
Can you tell us where you bought it from? You said somewhere in Absalom.
Yes, it was in the bazaar. Some stall there. I don't know. I just saw it. And I figured that's when they had the idea to make the float. That's what hit me. It's just there picking up, resupplying. For the tannery and on this float just off of that thing. I don't know how that could be related to this.
We'll find out later. So,
I don't
specific
think you
component
need to
is
know
missing.
about where it's been. I think you need to find out where it's gone. That's what you should
Right.
be focusing on.
Yes, that's what we're going to be focusing on. This still kind of ties into my idea that somebody might be trying to duplicate your float for whatever reason. Not sure exactly why, but I have thoughts about it. That is very helpful. Thank you so much for your time. If my companions can think of something to ask you, then we should do so now. But I'm good. How about you?
Lee, have you had any interactions recently with anyone wearing face paint?
These paints. Oh, can't say that I have. It sounds like something that you'd find in the Ivy District.
Perhaps, yes.
Ivy
Or if
District.
you'd been to a performance. Or... Okay, well, just wanted to ask. Have you pissed off any actors?
We swear
Hey, carnies!
vengeance upon you.
Carnies.
After we leave, can we go canvass the neighborhood to see if anyone saw anyone in like costumes or anything like that?
Yeah, maybe that's
Yeah,
what
that'd be a
Chloe's
gather
doing. She's
information.
gathering information. I do have Hobnobber.
There's
She does it in half the time.
Yep.
Hey-o.
High five.
Hey, you got the half
And
habit.
Hobnob.
Okay, so we're gonna do. Let's say that you spend an hour here.
Yeah, let's do it.
You're gonna do some gathering information. Okay,
Yeah.
about you trying to find out about if there any suspicious people were
Yeah.
milling about. Yeah,
Yeah.
this
Or
is
any-
standard like police procedure.
Yeah, so
You
like,
know, investigate all of the.
right. What
you
do
know,
people think about
neighbors.
Jalel? Does he have any enemies?
Right.
Have we seen any carnies? Like,
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Okay. Yes. So that's going to be a diplomacy check or a gather information macro roll, which for some reason you cannot do.
Do you want one roll, or do you want us all to roll one?
Oh, who's rolling? Who's doing it?
well, if we
No,
want to
wait,
keep,
we
if we
were
want to
all
keep it to
doing
an hour, then just the hobnobbers. If we want to take the 2 hours, then we can all do it.
Well, for that first hour, yeah, Conti will also. Should this be a secret check?
Oh,
Yes. Gather info
we gotta
is,
re-roll it.
is a secret check. It's
Oh.
actually there is actually a macro for it on the expiration tab.
I just rolled.
No. I know. It's fine. You don't have to. I'm just
Is
saying.
this close enough?
You want me to
the full
re-roll it?
recorder?
Yeah. Please reroll it. This is a secret.
Yeah, our working rule is no matter what, if we do it unsecret, we have to re-roll it
Okay, I'm trying to find it.
There you go.
because it has both helped and hurt us in the past.
I don't see anything on the actions roll.
It is under the
Oh,
exploration
it's under
tab,
exploration. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I can't find it. Okay.
because it pulls up some of the options that you can use for it. Like
Yeah.
if you're like for
Yeah, that's
Conti,
nice.
it
So it
asks
lets
if she's
me use my
interaction with the
pursuit
sleeping
lead.
suns.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, it has lots of toggles and stuff.
Or 4 1/4, which we're adjacent to.
Well, hopefully it was as good as my 28.
Yeah.
Oh snap! I can follow the expert in some of my skills.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Well, anybody
Yeah,
who's an
'cause
expert
we
can,
have some experts
can-
now.
can do it.
I'll show you how to jump really quickly.
That works for lots of things, like
Mhm.
um, even diplomacy. I think
Yeah.
could work on that.
I don't
Okay.
know if I've ever used that, to be honest, though.
Well, now that we're experts, it could be good. Like, because I'm looking at it.
It works really well
and
too in the macro. It pulls up all the options that you can do. I think if you use the macro, it asks you like specific questions and stuff.
That's cool.
Sweet. Yeah.
Right? Oh wait,
It's
where is it?
specifically
Oh, it's
calling out being
exploration.
bad
Yeah.
at stealth or climbing. And
Yeah.
It's like that's kind of fun. Are
Okay.
your noodle
Yeah,
arms
so we'll
weak
say
and
that
light
it'll
lit?
at the base of 2 hours, but Kanthi, you have like what is the feat you have? Hobnobber?
Yeah. It takes half the time, usually 1 hour.
Yep.
I think, like, just in her experience with the more dredges of society, that she
Right.
sort of learned how to get to the point quickly and move
Okay.
on.
You still have the clue in going, which shouldn't be a
I'm so
problem.
sorry.
No.
I will remove that.
But unfortunately, neither of you are able to really gather any useful information. Not talking to the guard. Keep themselves out here.
It's getting late.
They don't want to get involved.
It's only 4:15.
Yeah.
Yes. I work 9 to 4.
9 to 4. What hours are these?
Okay.
Are you not?
Do you mean
Yeah,
9 p.m. to 4 a.m.?
Sorry. Can't say that with her accent.
Gilel seems somewhat calmed down now that he, doesn't really think that it was her. You didn't really mention anything about the door to him, but it was smashed with a lot of force. That.
Yeah, I don't know that he would be able to, like.
We'll tell him. By
Yeah,
the way,
we can.
the person who got in here looked like they brought a rhino to break this door down.
Yeah.
So unless your ex-wife
It's very
is
strong.
hiding some serious guns, yeah, you know.
I can see it now. She pulls out her replacement for him and just knocks the door straight down. Also a clockwork item.
That seems to calm him down, where he's just like, all right, just let me know what happens, please. Please let me, I hope you catch who did this.
We do too. We'll keep you posted for sure. Yeah, at this point, it feels like we're done. Like, we could spend another 2 hours here, if we wanted to try to gather information again, but I don't know. I don't know.
There's still the.
Well, they said they wouldn't talk to guards. Do you want me to, not be a guard for a little bit?
It'd just take another 2 hours. We're firmly in the meta. The meta, do we, the players, want to spend another 2 hours here? Is this the last thing we're doing tonight?
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, are we gonna go to
the coin?
Where's Chijaxa?
Yeah, cheap loans.
I guess the question is, do we have time to talk to her and then go to Zaraya, or is it just?
Well,
Doesn't
Shadraxa is
even
back in.
exactly.
Shadraxa is back in the coins.
Right. So, where is Zaraya? Is Zaraya out here where we are now?
Zaraya's
Zaraya's
in
in
the.
the
The
docks.
foreign quarter or the puddles.
Okay.
She's
So
in
we're
the
close
docks?
to her.
I'm pretty sure she's in the docks.
She's in
isn't
the
she?
puddles.
She's in the puddles. Well, we're right by it.
She is one of the muckrunners.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
are
So
right
yeah.
by the puddles.
Yeah.
So so maybe we do take 2 more hours and try to get some info, and then because if we want to talk to her after dark,
We could always split up.
that's always a good idea.
I am a big fan of splitting up. I think Conti's getting a little frustrated. We have been at this all day and haven't gotten a single serious lead, and she was the one who sort of found this lead about Zaraya, and she's like,
You're
look,
still recovering from losing your baby. Too.
The-
I lost all of my babies are dead due to poison in my veins. We've had this whole waste of a day where,
Kanti,
where
it wasn't a waste of a day.
shit.
Kanti, it was not a waste of a day, right? Every single possibility we close down brings us closer to the one that is true. You have to be patient. You're doing
Only because the token
fantastic.
guard couldn't do their job.
Perhaps. Kind of, but I... Go ahead.
I was going to say, you also got to have the fun of making the babies, right?
That's
I
not
will-
usually how I make babies, Gwendolyn.
Kanti, I have some very
something you do
unfortunate. I have some very unfortunate news for you, Kanti. The past week, 2 weeks that we have spent here with Edgewatch has been the most functional I have seen the guard ever. Period. Of all time. Okay, this is atypical. The coins is pretty par for the course. And understand that it is not an indictment, a personal indictment against Aldev or anything like that, but rather a systemic one, and you can either endeavor to be better or just hate it like you are now. But if you hate it, it doesn't fix anything. You know? You're doing fantastic. We are doing fantastic. You especially have made leaps and bounds of progress. You've gone from someone who looked like a street fighter to someone who I would depend on with my life. You're good at this. We are good at this. And the progress that we made today is reflective of it. It's also been a long ass day. So if you want to go check out your lead, please do so. If you need backup, please let me know. The puddles is not necessarily the most friendly place. If you've never been, I'm coming with you. Good?
I've been before.
Okay, then good. Do you want backup?
I've never been to the puddles.
Don't go to
Savara's
the
with me.
puddles. No, Savara, do not go to the
Savara's with
puddles.
me.
I
You're
thought
so
we were
short,
all-
you'll be like nose deep in the. No.
I
The
think we
puddles
should
are
all
deep.
go.
I mean, we can all go to the puddles if you want. Traveling in groups like that is suspicious.
What would we do if we split up?
Well, I would go home and do things. Like I
Okay.
have
Look for more information.
I have a
Yeah.
kid to take care of, a downtime
yeah.
I want to do. You know, like
A Wendolin?
Nolan's like, yeah, splish splash.
What? No, I would totally be a
Find some-
good girl if we all split up.
5 gold, I find something at Zayara's. More useful than all this shit.
I'm 20. I know it is hard to see, but it was very useful. Everything we have determined today has been very useful, right? If you are looking for a single clue in a forest of them, cutting down trees, removing them, it's helpful. Just as helpful as finding the thing. The success we've seen in the past week and a half is very, very difficult. Allow me to say that. We found the Galarian connection was quick. That was fantastic, honestly. Very lucky. Right now, we're in a new case. We're settling in. It's a good piece.
87% of murders go unsolved.
That's great. We are doing great. I know it is hard to see, but understand that we have done more good in the past week and a half than I've ever done in the guard for months. Okay?
You're welcome.
If you want, I'll let you brush my hair.
Okay, Conti. Right.
Say that
Go ahead.
hair.
It's
Go
like
chase
this.
down, go chase down your lead. Right? Go. I think you should. Did we establish that you should go alone? Right? Like this is me, the player, talking to you, the player. Did we establish that you should go alone?
I'm cool if
Like,
anybody else
was
wants to
that
come.
part of? Was that part of the thing? Like, is this person expecting 5 people to roll up to their door at night?
I don't think she's expecting anybody right now.
Okay, so maybe we do not send our entire squad of obviously
That's
well-trained
fair.
individuals into the puddles all at once to go see
also-
somebody.
We'll be changing before we go.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fine. I'm
I
just
mean,
saying.
you're just want to make sure you're clear that the muckruckers are the law enforcement of the puddles.
Well, oh, okay. So they're like on essentially the token guard for the puddles. I thought the muckruckers were like an unofficial sort of like.
It's all unofficial in the puddles. Nothing is official
Yeah.
there. It's a matter
But
of who keep the puddles from going beyond the puddles. That's all the
If
High
I
Council
was going
cares
to-
about.
If I was going to interact with a muckrucker, would I know if I would get more credit being just a person, or if I would get some sort of credit being an official guard from another district? Or would that like be, would that hurt my sort of rep in the area?
Well, I mean, she put out the call to the other, to Utterhome.
Yeah, okay.
To Utterhome.
Then
Like
I'll
there
I'll stay in
is
my
somewhat
uniform.
of a, foreign district and the puddles have a relationship in a sense. There's a lot of activism and altruism that comes out of the foreign quarter in favor of the puddles. It's trying to help them and stuff.
that's kind of like where
Westgate
Coffee got
Westgate is
sent.
like no. Westgate wants the puddles, blocked off and
Drowned.
sealed. But the foreign quarter is a little more charitable in trying to assist.
Okay,
So
this is
they have a
helpful.
relationship.
This is helpful because I, the player, wanted to know what the nature of this meeting was going to be, and it sounds like it can happen in an official capacity. In which case, we can all go. I thought you were doing something under the table. So
That's what I
this.
also felt the vibe was.
Oh.
But
What
if
is
we are
this? What did the
above
notes
board-
say?
The note
What we
says.
have is she's a muckraker in the puddles, which, to be fair, didn't clarify. But
Seems to have valuable information regarding a heist.
Yeah, and I mean, like,
we
our
also like research that there's some sort of like old hideout, but there's something new, and perhaps she has information on this hideout.
and I think it's just our anticipation of the Muckruckers. What it was that it was far less legitimate than.
Yes.
Then
Yeah, I thought it was
appears.
like a gang or something based on the name.
Well,
I just think, yeah.
depends on who you
That was
ask.
the question, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't.
But I mean, like, then depending on who I ask them, the LAPD is a gang. So if it's like,
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, if I'm going to Sin City, then I'm going
They
to.
do have their own tattoos.
They do have their own tattoos, and they do kill more people than. All right, we're moving on. Yeah, let's do it then. Let's go in uniform. We can, but I will say that we should go before the sun goes down because I don't think the uniform is going to be a blessing in the dark.
Yeah, so let's get moving. Show up right as she's
I think
clocking
just for
out.
a rough and tumble. So we're sort of giving up on this lead for now, but we know there's more information. So I'm gonna make a note of like.
Oh, are we
something
not gonna
here
go
that, like-
tonight?
No, sorry. I mean on the tannery. Like something else is here
Oh.
that we're missing.
Yeah, I think we've
Yeah,
done
and I'm
everything
making a note
we
of
need
it.
to here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We will eventually come. We will eventually be collating notes, and if the
Yeah.
tannery is a bust, then it's a bust. But Elena has a great feeling about it, as I explained last week, because she
Yes.
thinks everything is connected.
Yeah.
Oh.
Another thing, just we need to remember that because it's been several weeks, that we're gonna follow up on is the the thief that was caught at the Penny and Sphinx and taken to the token guard and presumably released. We want to
That's-
try to track him
I
down.
think we confirmed that he was released.
We did.
I
It
thought.
was a goblin. He was released. We told Aldev that we wanted to see this person. Aldev said, "I'll talk to the captain," and that was today. So I'm assuming it is
Yeah.
a tomorrow thing.
Okay.
Given that
Yeah, I
he's
just don't want to. I don't want us to forget about it because
Yeah.
in real
Good
time
call.
it happened like a month ago.
Yeah. God.
Yeah. Okay.
I never thought I'd be this invested in a not combat situation of the course of like 3 or 4 weeks.
Is this great? All this investigating and stuff? Isn't this
Yeah,
cool?
like, we've had combat, but it isn't like the main focus, and like this is so like the intrigue is very well done. I'm having a good time.
Yeah. The bees thing last week, I was like, God damn it. Are we really interrupting this cool investigation with a combat? Fucking bees,
Kind of a
really?
little bit. Kind of a little bit. All right.
The man
So
was fascinating, and Conte's sad about her babies.
okay. So back up through shoreline. Are you gonna walk it or? I'm sorry. Purchase transport from
I
Westgate.
think we're
Conte-
going to walk it.
Yeah,
Given that I do not.
is pretty comfortable here, like figuring out how to get to the puddles.
Yeah. Unless we would get there so late that we couldn't do whatever today. Let's just walk.
Okay.
I
Cool.
mean, like, I just also don't know what caddy serves the puddles from outside of the puddles.
Yeah.
They would just be up at the edge.
We
and
have
you
to-
can run.
Do bus transfers.
Well,
We
why
can
don't
do the
we
work
just
to the
since
goal.
that's your well while you guys are walking out, who's gonna lead the group out? Who's gonna make the
Is there
society
some kind
check?
It's a society check.
Yeah.
Ooh, I think
I'll
it's
take it.
Savara, isn't it?
With my vast knowledge of the shoreline. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You've looked at more city maps than I have.
You know what? That is
It's-
absolutely true. She has looked at so many maps. Okay. All right. Is this a blind check?
No, you just roll it.
Okay. This is not pursuing a lead. Or is it? I'm assuming it's not pursuing a lead.
Okay. That's fine.
Could I have?
It's not a
Okay, let's say-
catastrophic.
I guess I could.
Well, I could, I think I will
It's
read
fine.
all that.
It's
Huh?
fine.
It's an
And then it's
exploration
fine.
You
activity.
whatever you roll it?
Oh,
Yeah, that's
mind,
true.
okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yep, it's what's done is done. Okay,
What's
so
done is done. We get a
takes
little lost.
you
18 minutes, no problem.
about 18 minutes.
I know.
To get out of the city, which is pretty good. And then into Westgate.
This is not exactly. It's changed since the maps I looked at. This street didn't exist at all.
Westgate, take you an hour.
Pathfinder's like, oh, there's my new apartment.
Hour through the streets of Westgate, very clean streets.
And then the bottles.
Yeah, statue-lined avenues, very manor-like houses, lots of statuary all spread around Westgate. Some of you may know out of character what those statues could be, represent.
Oh, in the puddles, yeah.
No, in Westgate.
In Westgate, sorry.
Yeah, the running
Different
of the bull.
statues in the puddles. Yeah.
Running of the bull event they have. Yeah.
Yep.
Turns people to stone. Okay. And then people use the statues to decorate their lawns and stuff.
And break pieces of them off.
Yes. Break pieces of mischief makers. And as the sun starts to creep a little over the peaks, over the peak of Mount Cortos, high tide is in. And you into the outskirts of the puddles, which there's a very clear demarcated line where the ground, like the streets, the cobblestone streets, just stop. Looks like they got ripped off, just chunked off, and are replaced by wooden stairs, kind of steps. And they descend a bit. Anybody looking around can see this is one of the, the fault lines that hit when the city had that massive earthquake those 20 years ago, which really kind of didn't help. Made the puddles even worse. It was already, kind of waterlogged, and now it's very wet and moist and muddy. Let's see.
We have Edgewatch issued rubber boots to splash in.
The buzzing of insects into the more pronounced, just sogginess. Everything is wet around you, and you can see where the murky water starts to creep in as you proceed further down. There are people about, and most of them are hooded and pull. They have their cloaks wrapped tight around them. Their heads are low. In the distance, you can see, the city is just changed completely. Looks like just, houses, homes on stilts. All the wood looks, like saturated. You have these gnats flying everywhere. Planks stretching from, building to building. It's almost like you're in another place in the world. For those that have never been here, it's kind of unsettling, I would imagine. You know, you hear the sounds of sickness. The few people that do make eye contact with you just look sullen and defeated. Ooh, who said that?
Who
I
said
didn't hear
what?
anything.
My
What?
friend is wanted in 3 systems.
He doesn't like you.
I don't like you either.
Smell
Savara.
of what you start to figure out possibly is sewage. Starts to hit you.
Savara, there's some advice when you visit the puddles for the first time, or every time. Don't look down alleyways. The less you see, the better, and be aware of your surroundings at all times.
Yeah, she's very carefully she has like her skirts pulled up and very carefully placing her feet, trying to not step in anything too nasty.
Stepping, it's like splashing up some
Yeah.
mud, probably.
Oh
off
yeah,
the
yeah,
area.
yeah.
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 And you haven't even really gotten. You're just on the outskirts.
Yeah.
This is like uptown. Eventually, it gets to the point where you cannot step anywhere without being knee deep in this muck, which is probably very. You smell the sewage, also how it's mixing in with the water that's coming in from the bay. But in this area, there's all wooden planks that are floating, connecting. I'm not gonna make you guys roll checks. Don't worry. It's and there is a little bell, ding ding, kind of rings and catches your view, and it's like a series of canoes with sullen-looking pilots, rather, whatever, gondoliers. Anyone who's been to the puddles before would recognize this as the Skiffers Guild.
These the taxis.
Yeah, these are the taxis. Which are in full swing now that high tide is up. High tide is also when the district comes a little more alive because travel is much easier. As these skiffs kind of shoot around and about very expertly, and the waters are by no means clear. They're full of garbage, possibly bodies. It's always a floating mix of absolute disgusting, who knows what the fuck is in there, fecal matter,
Yum.
alchemists, offshoot waste.
Cholera.
Yeah.
Ew.
And some people,
Yeah.
walk through this. You see it in the distance. You hear people splashing, or
We've also seen people coughing.
yeah, and everybody doesn't look really, looks. They have a pallor, it's a hasty pallor. Most people are kind of keeping to themselves, but you do hear in the distance. You can still hear, sounds of conversations and laughter, even. Somehow people survive. Most of the buildings, are taller-ish, like 3 stories or most, and they're on stilts or floating precariously. Little huts. single-story dwellings, mostly on the floating
Pontoons.
water. Yeah. So I'm presuming that you take the ferry, or are you gonna explore this on your own?
Savara does not want to step in any of this that she doesn't have to.
Yeah. So, you're walking on these planks
And
that are
Gwendolyn's
just...
probably up to her neck.
These planks are just tied off, so one from the other to walk around to get to where the taxiing is happening.
I don't know exactly where we're going, but is it possible to hire one of those boats? She says to Kanti. or Yelena, or somebody who's been your boat.
You paying?
Absolutely.
Well, then all aboard.
Okay.
Script.
All right, so
Your tetanus shot, right?
I have what?
Your tetanus shot?
okay,
And
so
malaria and
Yeah.
you
Fly bombs.
taxi. There's kind of a line. People are moving, but it's moving quickly. And there's like a toothless, hunchbacked fella there. Oi! It's members of the watch. Wonderful, wonderful.
Oh, do you have a discount for the guard?
Oh, she wants the discount, does she?
yeah, discounts. They charge us more to survive.
And he hawks
She
this
jumps back.
this like brackish looking like loogie in the water. And you swear you think you saw something snatch up and grab that loot in
It's-
the water.
She leans over. Maybe we find a different one.
And Santi comes up behind you, lifts you up like out of the muck, and then places you like on the bed. Nope, we're going. She's paying. And then kind of like climb up after you and kind of help whoever else needs it up.
Well, where to then, master? Protector of the city and all that. Maybe we can make a little siren sound when we're traveling. That'd be fun.
Wee, wee, woo, wee, woo, wee, woo.
Blech.
So where to then? Come on board, Miss Vessel. Call it the
To the muckrakers
what?
headquarters, please.
The what? What's the name of it?
I call it the good ship. Good ship.
Do you have
I definitely thought you were going to call it your dinghy.
That's a good one. I should have said that.
You can use that one. It's yours then.
So, where can I ferry such esteemed members of Absalom to?
Yeah, we're going to the Muckruckers headquarters.
Muckraker business, of course, and to the Stewart House it is.
Is that correct, players? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, good.
As far as I understand it, yes. Wherever Zariah is.
Okay. Well, I have something for your in-travel experience. And he
Ooh,
reaches into
entertainment?
a pocket with his dirty fingernailed hands, pulls out like a piece of moldy bread. Courtesy of me, I suppose. Yeah, eat up. You must be hungry.
Savara just tries to kind of lean away from it.
And what is it?
Moldy bread.
Got
From his
take some.
pocket.
She doesn't want to be rude. Oh, thank you. What's your name, sir?
They call me Jack Piss.
Jack. It is. Thank you for the bread, Jack Piss.
2 verbs. My name is 2 verbs, 1 syllable. First word, 1 syllable.
Never trust a man with 2 verbs in his name.
Yeah. Yeah. He's doing too much.
Never eat bread, moldy
One
or
for each
otherwise, from
hand.
someone named Jack Piss.
And Coffee just throws the bread behind her when he turns around, like into the water.
Oh my god, you just start a food riot.
We'll jump on it.
And yep, he kind of steers you
Not paying for the bread.
through
I-
the puddles, yeah. In this surprisingly agile little skiff that's darting around and under. Some of these houses have like bridges connecting them from the rooftops, and you can see little figures running around on them. Mosquitoes are really kind of, biting at you.
No place like home.
Smells like
Fish.
home.
Yeah, and a lot of the buildings here are not stilted either. They're just like the first floor is gone. So it's like everybody lives on the second floor. The first floor is just is abandoned.
Savara, isn't it nice to be connected to the real people of Absalom? Those who get trodden upon every day, who get shit on?
What is this right now? What are you doing?
I think she's trying to embarrass the rich one.
What? No, I mean, of all the people. Okay, hold on. Wait. Of all the people in this dinghy right now, Savara has got to be the most empathetic.
Yeah, she's like horrified and like
Like I'm a jaded asshole.
yeah, she's like, I had no idea people lived like this.
Oh, I mean,
Savara, and-
you know.
Oh, you can go ahead.
I was just going to say, that is by design. Like people don't advertise it.
And when you're up in your high towers and debating politics, remember that these are the people who are suffering every single day, Savara.
Who are you right now? Where is this coming from? God, see, this is so aggressive.
Are we gonna?
She turns to you and like with kind of an edge you have never heard in her voice before. She says, "Why do you think I'm here?"
And like for a moment, she's almost taken back because like it's not often that you really stand up for yourself, especially like in front of like this group.
Yeah.
She was kind of teasing you almost. She's like,
And she
Are
just
you
stares at you. She stares at you for a second, like not saying anything, and then she reaches up and she like smacks you in the forehead. And she takes her hand back, and there's a mosquito like smeared all across. She had just killed a mosquito in your head.
Go for initiative.
And then she looks down
Sorry.
and wipes it on your pants.
and then I think like Conti doesn't know how to respond, and she's just like, sorry.
Yeah, I'll give you like a while. That was pretty aggressive for making fun of. Like, you good? I mean,
I think we're almost there.
Yeah, she's just looking around, not really saying a lot, unless provoked.
Tension in the gang.
yeah, then you started. Unnecessary tension.
Rabble rouser.
Yeah.
Holding a big old stir stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is. Just wait till she finds out how to get under Gwendolyn's skin.
Have you figured out how to get under Elena's skin that doesn't involve her just scolding you?
Something about your kid?
You could try. Oh, you
I think that'd be it.
Hey!
Exactly. Okay, Mom.
What is Gwendolyn doing?
Yeah.
What is Gwendolyn doing? Watching the show.
Yeah, yeah.
She's some
Popcorn. She's got the moldy bread.
She's placing bets with Jack Piss on who wins the fight.
it might be Yelena, actually.
Yeah.
Savara, have you ever punched something? Like punched someone?
No, of course not.
Punch
Well,
me.
I mean, I've had to. And she sort of like glances over at Jack Piss and then turns around and use force with some people in the course of this job, but no, of course not.
Punch me right now, as hard as you can.
Why would I do that?
Good.
Let it out.
Can't
That is
you
frustration.
know? You don't know that most people will break knuckles if they try to punch. Like most people don't know how to do it well.
Yeah, she tucks her thumb in and like holds it down.
I hit you with this
Yeah,
part
yeah.
right here.
Yeah, yeah.
Like this with your.
Yeah.
Device a stratagem.
Devise a strategy to really bot Conte.
Yeah. Hold on, let me roll this. See where a shot. Yeah. She says, I get the feeling that you're the one that has something you need to let out, not me. But please don't punch me.
You let over there like ooh, and I ooh.
Okay. I think we're almost there.
Maybe next
Look,
time
look.
don't try to play poker with the most observant person in the group, huh?
She looks at Wendolyn. Who?
I'll play.
All right.
Thanks, Rachel.
So
Yeah, thank you. That's fun.
you guys, yeah, you get a hero point for that. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, before long, you find yourself actually. Let's see how long it takes. Okay, it's about 20 minutes. Pretty good time.
Feels about right for that conversation.
Yeah.
And we roll up, and it's like an awkward silence.
Yeah.
It should have been much less, but Mr.
He was watching the show
Jack.
too.
Yeah, he's got distracted. But, you know, he goes on to explain, it's like, oh, we can take the long way. You know, new power players and the putters making things a little more unstable than normal. Folks moving in on old Top Kick's territory. Some self-proclaimed goblin king of some kind. It causing a bunch of mess and havoc. In this part of the city, and this is got old Top Kick in an uproar, trying to figure out how to handle the situation. Apologies for the delay. And before long, you arrive at the Stilt House, which, much like all the other buildings around, well, I'm sorry, not like, I should say, the other buildings around that are just completely waterlogged and saturated. The Stilt House is a very solid structure. Looks to be maintained and generally dry, as it has these long stilted legs that keep the building even above high tide, which is a rarity. You don't see many buildings at high tide that are above the water line like this.
So this must be a fairly new building then?
Nope. It just stands out amongst the others, for sure. There is a floating stairway that kind of adjusts to the water's level. And there's a busy dock on one side of the building that looks like people are loading and unloading things in larger skiffs. Oh, yeah, I should point out that you guys are like basically here now on the edge of the
Of
puddles.
glory? Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, like that's the still house right here, right? Fix this token for a second.
Would this be an okay time to take like a 2-minute break?
Yeah. Yep, that's good. As you
Thank you
see
too.
this large, imposing building there, we will definitely take a 2-minute break. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Okay. Be right back.
I was
What do you
thirsty.
got going on tomorrow?
What? What?
What do you got going on tomorrow?
Nah, just work stuff. I just gotta be ready. I gotta wake up early and shit.
Gross.
Sucks. Yeah, I know.
I'm working a 10-hour day tomorrow because of a mandatory work summer barbecue I have to go to.
Oh, cool.
I'm not getting paid for to be
Yeah,
there.
What?
that's bullshit.
Yeah.
And also probably illegal. But
Yeah. Highly encouraged by all staff, and it's an hour after my shift. So what am I gonna do? Go home?
The fuck is that bullshit? They're not gonna pay you for shit that's encouraged? Oh my god, it's
Yeah.
terrible.
Highly encouraged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shock wrestling
yeah.
101.
I wish. No, literally like a summer barbecue they want us to go to for team
You
building.
should highly encourage them to pay you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Highly encourage them to sit and spin.
Well, at least they gave you, they feed you at least.
They will. It is free food. I got it off last year's because I was working as a lie. So I was like, oh, I thought I go this year at least.
Oh, I gotta mingle. You gotta network.
I know. I need to know the coworkers I see every day.
Okay, so back to the soggy puddles, where you're on this barge, kind of floating, watching this
Yes.
building on stilts with a floating staircase. The docks, I mean the ship's moored on the rear. A lot of commerce. There's a lot of movement in and around this very large building. There is a sign that's kind of like off to the side there over the main open air entrance that reads the Muddied Center Reserve Civilian Corps.
Okay.
Which
Let's say that one more time, sorry.
yeah, but it's Muddied
But they were
Center
crooked.
Reserve Civilian.
Muddied centers.
AKA the Muckruckers.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But this sign looks very like official. It is carved into the wood.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you guys want to give me a society check, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Assuming there's not a lead here.
Okay. Savara would know, not Conti, unfortunately. Sorry.
Okay.
This is a history thing.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't have to do with sieges.
No. That. I mean, the everybody in Absalom knows about the earthquake, right? It turned the puddles into the puddles. It destroyed Beldrin's Bluff. The Wizard's Tower tumbled into the bay. You know, ripped open horrors throughout the precipice quarter.
Necromantic energies.
Yeah, like this earthquake was bad news, right?
Yeah.
And in the aftermath of the earthquake, when the puddles became suddenly flooded, the Muddied Civilian Reserve Corps were formed to address the destruction and stabilize the panicked residents. And the district never recovered, as we all know. And the Muddied Center Reserve Civilian Corps became known as the Muckruckers, which are a band of minimally regulated officers that are dedicated to monitoring the criminal activity in the puddles, basically.
So they've always got the shit in the stick.
Yeah, and the muckrakers, have a unique kind of political structure in that the Nomarch is also the captain of the watch, who is also the guild master for the salvage guild. Like this guy is basically runs this town.
Has fingers in a lot of things.
Yeah.
So are the muckrakers officially part of the watch, or is it just sort of?
No.
Okay. So is there an official watch presence in the puzzle? Okay.
You're looking at it.
You're
that's what I thought.
It's the council is like they tolerate.
Yeah.
If they want to claim themselves to be the watch, fine. As long as they keep the puddles in the puddles, they prevent the crime and whatever the destitution, from spreading. It's under control. Contained.
Also, by you mentioning the Goblin King, that is the only thing Conte's thinking about. Is gonna go punch a goblin. Much like that dragon in the sewers that's also on her to-do list.
Who knows?
Also, Rain says hello.
Hey, baby.
Ooh.
Oh, Wayne.
She says to the Mudruckers.
And like I said, this is a busy area. It's kind of like a small plaza. A lot of the business that takes place in the puddles seems to come through here. It looks to be somewhat well organized. Like they definitely have commerce is flowing as it is in the puddles.
This is sort of like a Main Street, Center Square kind of thing.
Yeah, because it's one of the driest areas in the entire district.
Are you talking about inside the building or just the area of the building?
In and around the building itself. There are even some merchant stalls there. Probably have to pay a hefty amount. And you probably see the most out-of-towners here as well. Other folks here on business, bounty hunters, perhaps. Who knows what, adventurers. Those pesky adventurers.
Pesky.
Always screwing things up for everybody, for the normal folk. Messengers running in and out of the areas, carrying their missives to who knows where, deeper in or out. Well, so that's pretty much what you're seeing. The charge for the ferry is 2 copper.
Oh.
Fuck 'em up, Buttercup. Great, and since Savara covers our trip here, I'm sure Kanti will be more than willing to cover our trip home.
I'm walking. Fuck that.
Shadows begin to loom as well as the sun gets to dip.
I think he says 2 copper, and she goes into her pouch and she grabs 2 and then goes back and gets a third and gives him an extra copper.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Far too generous,
I know, big
my lady.
spender,
Far too
right.
generous, thank you. Just the pieces,
You sentenced that
thanks.
Probably should have given him more than that, but it was kind of gross and she's a little
Mr.
Quick out.
Kiss.
I'm
Mr.
surprised you
Fist.
had coppers. Pull out of gold and be like, do you have change?
she
Platinum.
she has not like her mannerisms and such are obviously from that of a wealthy family, but she has not been flashing around any big coins or anything, and
She knows to blend in, which is nice. A little bit, at least.
she's been cut off, but
That
but
helps.
also she wants to blend in.
Kanti's hoping someday this friendship will benefit her by being invited to a really nice dinner party with
Yeah.
free food.
Yeah, well, she hasn't told you anything about
It's true. Yeah, she
being
has no
cut off,
right.
so you just keep daydreaming all you want.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure Savata dines on steak and ale and venison.
As servants.
That take care of her nails and paint her eyebrows on.
You would hate it. You can't talk during dinner. You have to sit quietly for hours and eat one bite at a time politely and not speak unless someone asks you a question. I don't think you would do very well.
No, I think, Kanti, you would be killed. I think they would just murder you. I think they'd put you on the table and use their steak knives to slice you apart.
Inside out?
Yeah, no,
Put that apple in your mouth.
No, the not inside
No,
out.
that's what they say, but like most gnomes survive those beatings.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you guys are are you up up the stairs at this
Yes.
point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the conversation we're climbing. the
Climb
stairs.
those wobbly stairs. They have railings and stuff, so you can get up there. And you're talking while you're up there.
Boom, 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 boom.
Is it a knock kind of situation, or do we just go in?
No, it's an open air like plaza.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like a big floating stage, sort of.
There's a building
Yeah.
as well, but the
Yeah.
area around the building is also propped up. You know, it looks like it's been added onto, kind of like they've extended planks outward, somewhat a bit precariously, but pretty sturdy. And before you even get very far, you hear a voice behind you. You from Utterholm?
Utterholm?
Yes, Utterholm is where the Sleepless Sons operate out of.
Yeah.
I was asking.
I am. You see, it's a woman in a cloak covering her head, a hooded cloak, and starting to rain now, so it's like a little wet. Are you responding to my missive?
Yes.
So you are from Utterholm.
Yes,
I'm
yes,
from
we are.
this.
You don't look like you're from Utterholm. She
Um,
tilts her head. They change their uniform codes.
I used to be part of the Sleepless Sons. We're now part of Edgewatch.
Edgewatch, what's that?
Precipice Quarter, temporary reassignment.
Precipice Quarter. Right, right. And she pulls back her hood, and you can see that she is a human woman of oh my god, Gurundi descent.
Okay.
I think her
Well, if this is Araya, she's got the all, so...
Yeah. Yeah. Her skin, I think, is a little light for this picture, but a little olive skinned.
Yeah.
But dressed in very, very drab leather armor. It's all like caked with, like mud. And
I don't know if Yelena, like as our sort of captain, got quick files from us specifically where we came from. But like I'm kind of assuming you just know like basic information about each of us. And Comte did serve as the Sleepless Sons before being drafted into the Edgewatch.
Wait, what?
The Sleepless Sons star background.
Right.
Yeah. So I was just saying, like, if Yelena has any sort of like basic information about her squad, one of the more obvious things would be that Conti, it isn't lying. Like, she actually was like part of the Sleepless Sons.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, hell yeah.
Got your credentials.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Edgewatch. Well, I'm not sure. I didn't make the call to Edgewatch, but I'm glad you're here regardless.
We're actually following up on an investigation. Have reason to believe that your information is linked to it, and it started in our district, and we've been... The higher-ups are breathing down our necks to figure it out, so we appreciate you taking the time to meet with us.
So wait a minute. Are you with... You with Sergeant Arlo? Isn't he out there? I got this...
Yes.
Yes, I got a
He's our
message from Sergeant Arlo. I'll have to go and see what it's about. I haven't really had time to read it yet. But come with me, please.
Okay.
And she leads you through the plaza to one of the side entrances, clearly marked as Muckrucker headquarters. She leads you through, a few nondescript hallways to her office. Upstairs, stench drops just a little bit. But when you get to her office, it smells a lot cleaner and fresh, and you can see she's got like flowers in there. And she takes a moment to light some incense. They say you get used to the smell, but well, I tell you that you'd get used to the smell, but that'd be a lie. She looks for she goes to her desk, she finds the paper, she opens it up. Okay, so it looks like your Sergeant Arlo has sent notice ahead of you. She continues to read the note and smiles and looks up at you guys. Well, this is the best news I've heard all week. Apparently your sergeant has cleared you. Has cleared me, rather, to requisition you for some work.
Does it involve a Goblin King?
If you were to head down this way. Good.
We're gonna have to like clean some spiders out of a basement or something.
I got these rats. I got a rat problem in my basement.
It's probably eels or something in the
Yeah,
puddle.
sewer, basement eels.
Yeah,
I got basement
Well,
eels.
basement rays.
Wait, I bet you're gonna send us after the Goblin King.
What?
Yes, does that to do
Why would
with
I do
the-
a stupid thing like that? I don't want you
Is
going
it
anywhere
another-
near the Goblin King. Who told you about the Goblin King?
Why are we all
Jack
obsessed with it?
Piss.
Upstanding citizen Jack.
Royalty, what's the problem?
That guy's high half the time. I wouldn't listen to anything he says. But yeah, there's a Goblin King, and yeah, he's causing old Topcake a headache, but that's got nothing to do with what I need. I don't care. That's for him to sort out. They're causing their own little problems. But that's not why I need you.
I'm deleting the note in
It's a
my
little out of my pay grade.
Leave it there.
Yeah, let's go after Al Capone.
We can take on the Goblin King when we also go looking for the dragon that lives
in
in
free
Raptor.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they're friends.
Maybe they're the same person.
Let me tell you what I've been working on. So I'm working to locate a gang of smugglers that are run by a man named Person Drone.
Person drone?
Person Drone. Spell.
Person, man, woman, camera, TV.
Understood. Understood.
Sorry.
Yeah, he operates out of a sweatshop over by the dockside, making pretty crappy textiles. But
Have I heard of this guy?
I don't know. How would you have heard of him?
I used to work in that district.
No, it's not the. No, she doesn't mean in the docks. She means dockside in the puddles.
Ah, got it. Never mind.
Yeah, I can see why you would think that. Yeah, sweatshop and dockside, making low quality textiles. During the day, they're in there busting their butt for pennies. But at night, that's when drones, toughs show up. Took me a while to crack the laborers that during the day to get this information, because they're afraid of someone. It's not Drone. One of Drone's thugs. It's a bugbear they call Kepsy. She keeps him in line.
A bugbear?
What my plan
Ooh.
is I need to conduct a raid tonight on that sweatshop. Round up
Have
any
these eyes become like stars?
We're gonna round up any smugglers in the building. Drone
Right,
Drone is well connected and knowledgeable about other criminal enterprises in Absalom. That's what I want him. Taking him alive is a priority.
We're good at that.
I haven't had much time to check out the building. This is
We can improvise.
Drone's toughs loiter around it at all times.
Yeah, we've never killed anybody on purpose. Should be good for this. Except the dwarf babies.
She holds up this little scribbled.
On purpose.
She points at this little scribbled thing she's got on her desk. It's like she points out, there's a large front door here, and then there's a even larger side door, and there's also an alley next to the building, which I'm not too familiar with what's in there. I haven't been able to check it out. Now, the muckrackers aren't much of a form of police force, so that's why I've been reaching out for help from Utterhome. Usually they'll send people our way to help organize a few operations. I guess that's why you're here.
We are happy to help, really. We're kind of hot off the raids, so we're sharp, you know?
Okay. Well, how do you want to handle this? I know
All right,
Drone's
what
going to be
is it?
there tonight, so that's why we
You
got
know
to hit
drone's
it.
going to be there tonight. Dockside, how long does it take to get here by foot? Or get there on foot,
Oh,
easy.
I think it's close.
By foot? Are you crazy? No.
Okay, how long
We
does
have
it take to
to
get there
skiff.
in the socially acceptable method of transport? How long does it take to get there?
I have a DK in my party actually, so we can walk on water.
It's about 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Okay.
We could serve.
Well, let me put it this way. What I'm trying to intimate is that we'll stick it out for at most 30 minutes to an hour. Then we're going to go in probably through whatever the best entrance is. Who else do you have on this?
This is it.
Understood. Do you know anything about the building itself? Just off the cuff, or?
Well, yeah, the building was an import office once. So it's got thick walls, which give it a defensible
Does it have
position.
multiple floors?
Yes, there are. There's, I think, about 4 floors in total.
We could try entering from the top. I've done a lot of second, third, and fourth story work, so I could take
Yeah,
you.
Oh, sorry, no, it's 1 story. Sorry,
The first story's going to be all mud, right?
1 story.
No, not always. This one is probably like on stilts, so a little higher above the water line.
Yeah. So the part of the dockside that's has a lot of soil has been pushed on to create, to raise the elevation a bit. It's still soggy, but it's solid ground.
Single floor. Known entrance is probably a front door and a back door. It's like some kind of textile factory. No shirtwaist fire thing. Could you imagine? Okay. Then I have no reason to wait. Do you have any supplies that we could impose upon? We'd be more than happy to exchange, like, money for them. But if you have any
Supplies.
sort of...
What do you mean supplies? It's, out here, all you have is what you can carry.
Okay, I'm going to take that as enough. Cool.
I mean, I'm guessing we probably at least need to change out of our uniforms, yeah?
No, this is a raid. We need to be in our uniforms. This is official police activity.
I
I thought
can.
we were staking out.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I'm not going to be standing out in the middle of the open, I thought. But
Do we have, like, the covered wagon with the, like, forest picture on the side?
Yeah, except for it's a boat.
Bug
Right,
extermination. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a plumber.
staking it out, I mean, like,
Just getting a lay of the land and figuring out like where the entrances
No,
are, if people are coming and going. Or...
it's a fair point. Here's my thing. I, the player, don't want to spend that long thinking about it, you know?
Mhm.
But, like, it's a fair point. We should probably try to be on the DL. So I'm gonna try to create, like, a disguise to hide the fact that I'm a watch member so that I can go stake it out. That's
Well,
what
there
I'm gonna do.
are merchant stalls here, right?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. I'm just,
able to get cloaks or something.
yeah, I'm gonna...
She
do
can
I
hook
have
you up
that?
with if you just want cloaks. She's got cloaks.
Okay.
I got
Yeah,
cloaks up the wazoo here. I got cloaks for everything.
Yeah, cloaks for everything. Cloaks for
Cloaks are
everything
us.
you might need. Yeah, then, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, I think. Like, just, what is it, impersonate? What would this be?
What are you trying to do?
I am trying to devise some sort of disguise so that people cannot look at me and determine that I am a harbor or that I am a Edgewatch guard at a glance. Is it like impersonate? Is it like a deception roll? Is it like a specific
just-
kind of?
Put the cloaks on and not roll.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, like,
it's
Okay.
it's probably under deception.
Does it matter if they recognize us?
Yeah, because if they see cops gathering around the outside, they're probably going to be on high alert, and I'd rather raid people who are not on high alert. You know?
Sounds like easy mode. Sure.
Oh. Fun to
I'm doing an honor mode of Agents of Edgewatch.
You say that as if you you almost got drowned by statues.
How? And what a memory.
You and I have very different ideas of what is fun.
Yeah,
But
this
yeah,
would
like-
be a straight up impersonate. You created a disguise to pass yourself off as something you are not. Bing, bing, bing.
Okay. Bing, bang, boom. I can't select myself. Can you expand this out? I can't select myself for the macro. Can you expand this out? Tinks.
Yeah, you don't have to use macros. I mean, so just roll deceptions.
Bing. Bang.
I'll roll a deception, alright. Am I interacting with them? Oh, I guess. Never mind, I'm not.
Okay.
We
She
all.
recognized me. The Super Suns thing wouldn't help me here, huh?
How would that help?
Yeah, figured.
I mean, tell me how that would help you.
She recognized me, so it's like, oh,
That's such a
maybe they-
half-assed like attempt to.
I know. I knew what the answer was when I.
The way.
Mhm.
I'm pursuing a lead on this group that we're gonna go attack. Based on the I know about it because Zariah has told us about it. So
You remembered.
Yep. So I don't know if I get a bonus to a deception check for that or not, but I just left it off, if that matters. So my two leads now are the float and then this
Okay.
puddle situation. Person drone, I guess. And his bugbear.
Kepsy.
Kepsy.
Dibs on the bugbear.
What do you mean, dibs?
We're not killing
Dibs.
him.
Okay, if I see the bugbear, here's what I'll do.
Hello.
If I see the bugbear, I will point at you and I will say, Kanti called your mother a whore. Go kill her.
I choose
How's that?
Conti, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I'm earth, ground, and I think he's flying, but I should be fine.
Let's see. What the hell? Hold on. Okay, so your goal is to essentially just check out the area first,
Mhm.
right? Okay. All right. You get to. Well, let's see. So it'll take you about. Did I say 20 minutes, 30 minutes?
Sure.
Yeah, you said 30.
Yeah. Soraya leads you there. And it looks like they're just perhaps closing up for the night. The lanterns are starting to come on. Now it is most certainly later in the day. The sun is starting, I mean, the sky is yellow as the sun begins to dip further away. You see a large stone building. Looks to be poorly maintained, though some effort has been made to whitewash over the salt streaks along the outer walls. Despite the structure's state of disrepair, the front door is a relatively expensive-looking piece of polished oak, bound with bronze bars and fittings. And as you arrive, the sounds of spinning looms and snipping of shears begin to die down as these destitute laborers collect their meager pay for the day and file out.
Should I roll a new search?
Well, and then, just like Zariah says, she's like, now, get back, get out of sight. She calls you deeper into the shadows, and you can see that 4 individuals come out. 4 humans. Look to be pretty, tough guys. And they have a pair of mastiffs with them, who are very much on alert.
Okay.
Yeah, it's those blasted hounds. Every time I tried to get close, they would sniff me out.
We need a way to put the dogs to sleep for an hour or so.
Happy puts her gun away. Oh.
Ah, so you're a caster, are you? Perfect. Cast your sleep spell and let's get on with this.
Unfortunately, I said we need a way.
Let's go.
I do not
Cast
have
that
one.
sleep spell. What? Oh.
Let's go, Savannah. Doogly boogly.
Have you ever seen me use magic?
Oh, I was making a joke.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
Did they, the dogs, they're being held by a chain? Like, I mean, is there like somebody walking them?
Okay, so then as they start to kind of spread out and start doing their thing as you observe, 3 of them break off. One of them has the 2 mastiffs on a chain, on a pair of chains, 2 leashes, and they are snarling and sniffing and looking for.
Are they headed toward us?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. They're just kind of on the right outside the building. You guys are like 50 feet away, at a good vantage point that she has picked out. She's done all the work for you already, so we don't have to worry about where you're at and stuff. This is as safe as she can go without alerting the dogs.
Alerting the dogs
farthest.
is going.
So let me just explain what's going on here, and then 3 of the people break off and start unloading a wagon filled with bags and barrels into the sweatshop, and then the 4th has the leashes of the snarling dogs, and is not on patrol or anything, but he's just standing there watching, by the door as this stuff is happening.
Loading barrels into or out of?
Into. That's where they're. I'm not sure what's in those barrels. Don't care, to be honest. I just want This one drone. The information he's got in his head.
Is he already inside, or we're waiting for him?
He's in there.
No. Yeah.
Perhaps it would be smarter to nab him not here, at his home or something.
That's a difficult proposition because it's going to require us to tail him, and he's almost certainly going to keep muscle around him. Like, we know where he is now. I get it.
All right, then if we
We
don't
have
have
smoke sticks.
do I?
We have smoke sticks.
They're available, but I don't think we have them. Like,
What are you trying to do?
The two options as I see it are as follows: we get inside, or we get them out.
yeah.
So
I have a
setting a
flare gun.
fire. Yeah, the flare gun's probably not going to be helpful.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we can scratch that.
Does anyone have a stink bomb?
I mean,
No.
if we could create a diversion somewhere and like lure the guy with the dogs off somewhere, but that would still put them all on high alert, and it
Does
probably
anyone-
wouldn't last long.
Does anyone have like some meat or something that would attract the dog? Okay, Conti.
I have a bottle of Irasini ice wine.
Excuse.
You still have that?
Yeah,
Where
yeah,
is-
man, I
where are you
paid for
holding
it.
that? Is that just in your
It's just
in
in
your
my
backpack or
yeah.
something?
I added it to my inventory because I bought it. Damn it! It's gonna come back at some important point.
Conti's kind of like looking through her backpack, silvered away. It's this vial of black goo I should drink sometime.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this piece of a sword. Remember that from like day 2?
It was ages.
Mm-hmm.
I
So-
have a single blind pepper tube.
That is an
For
interesting.
one round.
Sir,
Pasta.
I'm sending a recall knowledge request to you. Let me know if you get it. I have a specific thing I'm trying to determine.
Oh wait.
If the answer is no,
Can
I
you try
press
it
the button.
again? Because I didn't.
Yeah.
And what are you doing here? I'm like, what are you trying to
I'm
get?
trying to recall knowledge, and this is what I'd like to know. What would absolutely fuck up a mastiff's sense of smell?
Yeah. Yeah. What do we have to smear on our bodies to?
Well, I'll tell you what the movies talk. By the movies, I mean the neighbors. There's, if we could find a female dog and eat.
Yeah. Could we requisition a female dog and eat?
Y'all got any bitches? Where the bitches at?
Where the bitches at? Ow. Ow, I kicked my desk and it really hurt.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Like right on the corner of my toe.
You really got her, Lily.
I don't see a check. Just
Yeah, the machine. All right, I'll just press the fucking button on my own side. I have no idea why.
I could have
it
been
would not do this.
tabbed out or something. But
It's
there it
okay.
is.
There you go.
Okay. Best way to minimize their ability to smell is to kill them.
Thanks.
Okay.
That is what you
Knocked
know.
out famously, immune to non-lethal damage.
They can't
I was gonna say if it's
live. They can't breathe.
Don't you have dubious knowledge?
I do have dubious knowledge.
Forget about that. Damn it.
Yeah, I do have dubious knowledge. I've look
Is there a
between
back
that's
door?
odd. Yeah, I mean, like, I think we're at the point where it's like the entrance is almost immaterial because we literally cannot get close enough to take advantage of anything stealthily.
What is there a way to approach like from the other side of the building or something? It's
My anticipation is that the dogs are doing circuits. Right? Serve is the guy with the dog is like going around, right?
Yes, he does patrol like the front and the sides of the building where the guys are all working out of.
so
Okay,
there's
so
no
we
way to
could-
get to the back or
We could okay.
It could be a way, you just have to be stealthy.
Yeah, it appears as if we have like three options. The first is trying to deal with the guy with the dogs in some kind of semblance of quick way, which I don't know if we could, but you know, we could. The second is to try to disable the dog's sense of smell, maybe, or create some kind of distraction. I'll lump those together. The third is to try to wheel around the back and just time it so that we enter when the dogs are the furthest away from that point. Right? How are we feeling? Anybody else have any other thoughts?
Well, I mean, I could send like an invisible servant over there with something, like if we could figure out something that would distract them, or maybe like you could sprinkle hot pepper around. I don't know. Does anyone have pepper?
I have a blind pepper tube. It's got some pepper in it.
Or Conti versus 3 dogs?
How?
We could also just kick the door down, but that's going to be bad, and there's a potential that he slips out the back anyway, you know? Actually, hold on.
Not
You
for
know this
quick.
place. You know this place well. Is there a back entrance?
Well, I know there's a side entrance. I know there's an alleyway, which I haven't been able to really investigate.
Can we see the alley from where we are?
It's partially obscured by a building. Like the building kind of sticks out a little bit.
So is this place is all is part of it submerged or is it on stilts or
No, it's on like muddy grounds.
okay, so it is okay, so there's no like going underneath it or
No.
okay. Approach okay.
How far away from the dogs are we?
I mean, once we get in there, there's no escape. We'd be trapped in there. I said we rush it. Let's rush it.
How far?
Yeah, we could just.
How far away from the dogs are we currently?
50 feet, he said.
Yeah, about 50 feet.
I
Alright.
could
So they're moving.
just direct
Can
one
I,
if somebody wants.
Can I cast
go.
daze repeatedly on the dogs until they fall unconscious?
Interesting.
Two of 'em,
I
though.
just hope that nobody notices.
I mean, it's six.
I
I can do it
mean-
from 60 feet away, and there's like no physical thing that's happening. It's just the dog's brain getting scrambled a little.
Interesting.
I mean, you can't. You have to. Well, you have to
The
make
dog?
yourself visible, don't you?
Why?
I would have to be visible.
Well, I'm not sure what you how. So you just cast this like. How would you cast this like while you're hiding somewhere?
You have to have line of sight, but like
Mm-hmm.
peek out from around a crate or something.
Right. Yeah, I don't think it's something that you're just going to be able to do with impunity.
Yeah, it falls apart as soon as we go into initiative because you can't keep both of them dazed.
Yeah, I'm of the opinion. I'm sharing an opinion with this lady. I also think that we should just pick an opportune time and bum rush it because I think at the point at which we're trying to solve this, I mean, like I don't know. Does anybody have a solid idea? Because I mean, like, I have no clue how to disable these dogs other than smacking the shit out of them. So,
Yeah.
do we want to like go into the entrance that the guys are using, or go into like the other entrance and just take out the dude with the dogs?
I mean,
I'm
we
having trouble
try-
visualizing it.
We try to distract them
Yeah.
enough so that we could get close enough to jump them. But I mean, I don't know what else we could do.
Our best bet might be to
Okay.
try to lead them.
Wait, okay, I can do
Well,
that.
here, I'll help you guys visualize.
Oh,
it.
okay. Hey, thank you. That helps.
Yeah. No, there's a thing for
So
this.
you've got stuff going on over here with the unloading of supplies, and then
So
this
this is
guy
the
with
alley
the
over to
dog.
the right?
this guy with the dog is kind of like, going around the building like this, so to speak. Oop, just him.
Yeah.
And then the alley is over here.
Oh, okay. Well, can we get a look down the alley? I know we're not actually right there where we are on the map.
Right.
Is-
No, it is obscured by this like building here.
Okay.
Okay, so this created a version only works for me, I guess.
Right.
Never mind.
Oh, okay, I see. It turns to the left there. But is anyone patrolling over here by the alley?
Yeah, the dude and the dogs are going back.
He's
and
going
forth.
down there. Okay.
But they're going. Why can't it?
Does he ever turn the corner up here?
He doesn't go. No, he kind of stops.
Okay.
Goes here and then comes back.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my plan. We use that alley to ambush him, right? This alley, right over here. We use this alley to ambush him. Everyone sneak in. We just need to wait until he's on the opposite side. We try to move in quietly. Then, I can go out, get his attention, and have him chase after me, right around the corner into all of you, who then unload on the motherfucker. How do you feel? Good?
I think we should not have you run out there. I think we
Why
should
not?
send my Eidolon.
Do you think
Yeah.
she can make a sufficient distraction?
Yeah, have you
I mean,
seen
I
it?
can. Sure. I mean, okay. If you think so.
How far away from you can she be? Like
100 feet, I
100
think.
feet. Okay. Yeah, so she could potentially make a distraction. Or
Okay.
yeah, use her to
Okay.
run out. I don't know.
I was just
Anyone?
thinking she could like stroll along and just like walk into that alley, and hopefully the dogs will follow her or something, and then just like follow him into the alley or something.
Okay.
Okay. Sure. If you want to use your idol, then let's do it.
Is anyone expert in stealth?
No. I think we're just
Bounty
trying
raises
to
their
like
hands.
literally rolling it at a. Are you an expert in stealth hunting? Okay. Is
Of
she?
course.
Is what's her face, sir?
Zaraya.
Zaraya, she doesn't have their NPCs don't have
Got it.
skills like
They
that.
follow the leader.
Tiers.
Got it. Understood.
You just have-
Understood. Yep.
Proficiencies, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she's pretty stealthy.
Mm-hmm,
I
but
could
we
just
can't
shoot
follow
the
her.
Dog with the flag.
Okay. Let's just we just got to try to go into it. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Okay.
just try to pick a good time to sneak past.
Okay, then my new exploration activity is as follows. It is this one. Oh boy. Ta-da! Ta-da!
Taking on defend.
Okay.
And then, no, you're not. Are we stealthing or no? Are we stealthing?
I mean, we can,
It's not gonna
try.
go well, but yeah.
Are we or aren't we?
We
Are we
can
just
try.
fucking doing it? Okay, if we're doing it, then we're all on a void notice.
Who
Yeah.
is the expert in this?
None of
No,
us. That's
we
why
didn't
we're
none of us.
asking.
That's what I'm
Oh.
saying, like, they,
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought someone said they were an expert. Okay.
No,
no.
we're hoping the NPC could be the expert.
Yeah, no. If we're sneaking, then we're all on a void notice. But if we're just going in, then we could just go in.
I think like at this point, like having this discussion, I was like, our sneaking is not going to work. We've all seen each other's strengths and weaknesses. This is just disaster written all over it. If we,
I would
if
like
we just
to make a
charge
bet.
ahead. Yes, about
To add a character to the GM. Because Savara's whole shtick is like seeing patterns and looking for openings.
Mm-hmm.
Is there something I could roll? I don't know if it'd be like
What to time
intelligence
the,
based something. Yeah, to like see the patterns of when they're walking and like, yeah, find the best timing. So now, you know.
Sure, but that would be
thing.
something that would basically equate to a bonus on your avoid notice.
Okay. Can I devise a stratagem to avoid notice?
Okay. So we're gonna try to sneak, and then if it fails, we just go in.
Sure.
I mean, like, what's the downside?
Yeah.
I mean, if we just charge them, then we have the element of surprise.
Okay, so
I
let's
like
have
trying to.
Savara
We're probably
give me
gonna
the
suck at it,
perception
but
check first.
Okay, perception. Okay.
I will add detect
perception.
notice to my exploration.
Okay. I'll say that gives you guys a +2 bonus. You have a good roll. I should have just had you make it public. But that's what you roll. Okay.
All right.
Oh, and if we get into a fight, we all roll our stealth checks instead of our perception to determine your initiative.
Uh-huh. Well, you whatever you rolled for your stealth is your.
That's gonna be brutal.
Yeah, no, I did that wrong.
Okay.
With a +2 modifier. 2. Add.
Oh, I didn't add this to it, I forgot.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. +2.
Oh my. Okay.
Oh no.
It
It doesn't matter. We already fucked it up.
Oh,
Wait, I'm not sure that. Okay. Oh no.
Oh god.
I mean, I only have a plus. Wait. Okay, yeah, I have a +2 normally.
So Gwendolyn
Gwendolyn did great.
was very sneaky.
Ooh.
Savara, surprisingly, even sneakier.
Whoa.
Don't worry, next level I'll be an expert.
Kanthi didn't do so well.
Combi sees
Um,
one she doesn't like, and it's just a bitch at eat factors.
She
No.
growled at the dog.
Yeah, yeah.
She sneezes or coughs
I was gonna say, I'm
at a terrible moment,
Oh,
but it's Elena who really fucks it
oh
up.
no.
Oh.
Yeah, Conte sneezes and coughs, and it's like, fuck's it, like right there in the middle of the road.
Bless you.
And yes,
Yeah.
and her reaction to Kanthi's noise is even worse. Kanthi rolled an 8. Elena rolled a 6.
Yeah.
Oh.
Meanwhile, Gwendolyn with the 19, Spar with the 23. You guys would have done pretty well.
Wow.
Can't wait to start with initiative.
We're going to pick it up next
Oh,
week
yeah, I guess that is our initiative.
as you guys are just starting to make your way across, and then
You know, it was worth a try.
was Iolante also there? Because you didn't roll for her.
Oh yeah, she could have rolled an natural one. She could be the mistake.
If Iolantha isn't there, or Iolantha isn't there, then it's like a minute long, right?
No,
get
it's
her
3
out?
actions. 3 actions.
That's 3 actions. Got it.
To summon. But it can also act, fully. I get to do 2 actions right away. Okay, she rolled a 28, so she's very quiet.
She just disappears.
She's like already there.
She's getting ready. Her stiletto heels to distract the guard.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, you have caught sight of one of the dogs, has seen you, and alerts everybody else. They drop their boxes and start reaching for their clubs.
Great.
Great.
And
Conte does that's barking back at the dog like woof woof woof.
that's where we'll pick it up next week, I think.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Can I do one thing really quick that I wanted to do earlier, just I kind of never got a chance?
Yeah.
Is it possible, since we knew we're going into dealing with a bugbear, to do a recall knowledge on what I know about bugbears?
Okay.
Thanks.
Okay.
Okay. I know. Well,
Are we otherwise wrapping up for the night, sir? Because I need to
Probably
buy
want
out-
to do XP. Oh,
Okay.
well, you know what? Where did we leave off with XP? What did I do last? That was
Right,
Gave us-
right. You ended right after the V's. So
Oh, I didn't even
before
give you
the
an
whole-
XP for the Bs.
No,
Okay.
you did at the very beginning.
I mean, after the
did it
XP
very-
for the Bs, right?
Yeah, but that was the last thing you did.
Right. So then you get another 60 experience points for the Tanner.
Excellent.
Um,
I feel
That's
like we
it.
didn't
and that was it. Yeah.
get
Okay.
the Tanner.
So
We resolved the situation.
Savara, yep. So, where's? Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, Savara. You know, bugbears are a common, species ancestry. They are known to be for their stealthiness and cruelty. They're kind of the upper echelon of goblin kind. They're very brutish. Brutish. Not brood.
Not brooding.
They're not brooding.
They're emo.
Brutish.
Brutish.
And they, are very capable warriors who really, enjoy being cruel.
This could be fun to arrest this guy. Okay, I don't know anything about like special attacks they have or
Okay.
anything like
I
that.
really got a bio. So
Yep.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
call
that's
it
cool.
tonight.
Thank you so much. This was
Thank you, sir.
Great session.
Yeah.
Sir. It happened.
That was fun.
All right.
Alright, we'll see y'all next week.
Start it hot next week. Yep. See you later.
Good night.
Bye.